I must have been, I think, 5 or 6 months pregnant, and I was really down on my luck. And at this time, J-Ma was a very huge presence in my life. I called her the next morning to share with her my top 3 goals. 1 was I wanted to live back in Gainesville, Alachua. This is like where my tribe was, the spiritual energy for me. 2, for the craziest reason, I wanted to run a personal growth center. And I wanted not only to run it, I wanted to live in there. And of course, tons of limiting beliefs with the fact that, I'm pregnant, I have no money, who's gonna take me in, I have no education, da-da-da-da-da. And, but I held the space just knowing that the worst that can happen is that I can try, and that I also know that I don't know how, but I know it's going to happen. For me, there was a lot of fear, and it was just so intense. But I remember driving my car up and down A1A in Daytona, looking for a place to rent, not knowing how, but just knowing I was clear. And then I decided to call my old job to see if they would hire me back, because I needed money. And they told me, come on up to Gainesville, let's have an interview. So I drive on up to Gainesville, and I have the interview, and for some reason I believed I was gonna get my job back, and it didn't end up working out. And I left there, and I was devastated. I went to a gas station, I bought myself a pack of cigarettes, I was bawling my eyes out, and I just was I was so frustrated because I knew exactly what I wanted to create for myself. My experience is that when you're so close to your goal, from what J-Ma has taught me, that you're gonna hit so many obstacles. It's like the universe asking, how serious are you? And after a coaching call and just after my breakdown, I was like, I'm gonna have to have a breakthrough through this. So I threw away my pack of cigarettes. I used my last $50, put it in gas, and I drove to Alachua to go see one of my friends. So, I go inside, start hanging out with her. Hey, how you doing? What are you up to? And she starts telling me how she's doing construction work on a building. And I didn't even really care about that aspect. I was like, okay, well, what kind of building? And she said a personal growth center. And I was like, what? And she's telling me the details. I'm like, when is this thing supposed to open? And she's like, well, the thing is the owner is looking for someone to run it. And I just, it gives me chills even talking about it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I start talking to her, and she's like, Mia, slow down. I already know you're the perfect person for this. We're gonna call her right now. So I immediately called her and set up to meet her the next day. And from the get-go, it was just an amazing energy exchange. And I ended up running her center for several months. And it was really empowering for me, the fact that I was so clear and that I created that for myself. The intense coaching that I've had in the past, knowing that certain thresholds are gonna come up, but there's certain concepts and principles that I can apply to break through those thresholds and create exactly what I want.